What is up, guys? This is Jamie or iJamiee and I have a gameplay for you today that you're really going to enjoy, I believe. This is an 81-1. This is an 81 KD gameplay with the Scorpion, and I'm using the suppressor on it and the fast mags. The thing is, guys, that people kind of don't understand with this weapon is the ability that it has. I mean, it's got a short clip, don't get me wrong, but the amount of power that this gun has when you are shooting a certain guy or someone who's coming around the corner, you will just drop them because it's such a good gun. I mean, at the start of this game, I did not like this gun one bit. I thought it was the worst gun ever. But as you start getting into it, you start thinking, oh, this gun's actually pretty good. And as a YouTuber myself, I just decided to get a gameplay with a different gun for once, rather than being, you know, uploading gameplays where it's the same gun basically. So it could be the MSMC, which I upload a lot, so I wanted to try and like change it round. And I was playing with my mate from school on this as well, so I was playing with my mate and he was getting a bit pissed off with all these lodestars that I was calling in. I end up calling in 3 lodestars, and as you can see here, guys, the score streaks I am using again is the Blackbird, the lodestar and the K9. This is a brilliant setup if you can get these. I'm not saying if you're a bad player, I'm saying put these perks on, put these score streaks on, sorry, if you have the ability to get them. Fair enough, it's going to take a while for you guys, you know, if you want to use these and you're not like amazing at Call of Duty or brilliant or whatever. If you're just an average player, at the start you're going to start off and you're going to struggle getting these. But what you have to think, guys, is you can get this. If you think that you cannot get a Blackbird, you will never get it. You just have to keep going along and killing people. Now, whereas you guys, if let's say you're on a 0 point KD, no offense to anyone, but if you are on a 0 point KD or below, you will find it a lot more harder to get these gameplays, because the fact is, guys, I keep going on and on and on about skill-based matchmaking, and the thing is on this game is it is completely about skill-based. So I was with someone the other day, it was a girl, I was playing with a girl, oh, yes, a girl. Nah, none of that, guys, none of that, but anyway, yeah, I was playing with a girl and she was like a 0 point KD, and I was getting in a lobby of noobs and people who didn't know how to play. Whereas sometimes when I do join a game, I do get paired against people who actually know how to use a controller. So a couple of games, I was doing alright. I got paired against a couple of noobs. But then again, when I was playing with this girl, I got these random lobbies that were terrible. Like, the connection was terrible. And I know people say that you change your matchmaking or whatever, your matchmaking preferences to recommended. Sorry, not recommended. There's like any in there, any, and then there's a couple. Then there's these other two that I don't really know. I don't really know the names of them, but I know that you can change the search preferences. But I put it on any anyway. So any anyway. But yeah, I put it on that because I believe that you can get paired against paired against like evenly matched people, so matched against yourself or whatever. But whereas me, I would possibly put myself in a matchmaking server where I am against English people. Like, for instance, if you put yourself in any, you're going to be on like average connection, but there's another preference. I don't really know the names of the preferences. I'm sorry about that, but if you can comment below about the preferences, there is one where if you connect it, you will end up being against Americans, and I think that's what I did. I think that's what I did. That's why I was struggling to get a bit of gameplay. But nevertheless, I was playing for a whole weekend, and as I said in my other commentary the other day, I have got some good gameplay for you guys to, you know, enjoy, watch. And again, people ask me this question over and over again. Jamie, do you have an headset? What do you play with? And stuff like this. I don't have an headset currently. I was thinking about getting a headset, but I just don't have any money at the moment. So I'm currently just playing with my TV, with the sound on. And I do have a Turtle Beach, however, but it has broke, so I can't really use it, you know, to hear through it. I can sometimes hear it through, you know, if I'm talking to you guys. Sorry, not talking to you guys, but if I am talking to people on the PlayStation itself, then I can, however, hear people on it through it or whatever. But yeah, last thing that I want to say, guys, is you guys as subscribers, if you want to play with me, feel free to send me a friend request. I know I am pretty full. I apologise for that, but I do have a lot of people who try and play with me. But I do say, if you do want to add me as a friend and play with me, that's no problem whatsoever. I always have Twitter if you guys want to follow me on that. I don't really use Facebook or anything like that, so Twitter is the main thing for you guys to follow me on and ask if you want to play with me. I have no problem about that whatsoever, but you guys might be waiting in a queue or so until, you know, I can delete some people, because there's people who have been offline like 3 or 4 days now, and I can possibly delete them. But there's other guys who haven't, who were my friends, and I can't really delete them, who have been like off for 5 days. But yeah, I'll let you guys know anyway if you want to, you know, check me out or whatever on Twitter. Message me if I have a full list on the PlayStation. I will definitely get back to you with your PSN. If I am full, I will end up adding you. So I'm not the kind of guy who won't add you at all, who will ignore the request. So yeah, there's 2 ways to that. Anyway, guys, 81 and 1. Thank you very much, and I'm out, guys. Bye bye.